a sparrow with broken wings, but now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You got
just call on me.
I've been holding on, I wouldn't let you go. 'Cause every time I try, you find a loophole. I've been slamming the door and just leave you cold. When I come back, you've heated up the South Pole. You see my body rush for the escape, while my heart wants to stay. I run away, hit the road, it ain't almost there. But I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back. Just like a boomerang. Just like a boomerang. Just like a boomerang. I keep on spinning like a boomerang. You know exactly where to push or pull. And I am going mad just like you knew I would. You're reading me like an open book. You know me better than I ever thought you could. You see my body rush for the escape, while my heart wants to stay. I run away, hit the road, it ain't almost there. But I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back. Just like a boomerang. I keep on spinning like a boomerang. My head is spinning on my shoulders. So what's the use of trying, baby? All the ways they lead to you. You're like a magnet pulling me in. I run away, hit the road, it ain't almost there. But I keep turning back just like a boomerang. You're like a backseat ghost telling me to stop. No matter what you do, I keep on coming back. Just like a boomerang. Just like a boomerang. Just like a boomerang. I keep on spinning like a boomerang. Just like a boomerang. I keep on spinning for you. Like a boomerang. I keep on spinning like a boomerang. Room is filled with silence. We're alone and frightened. All we do is lie. Throw away our labor like a piece of paper, gone and won't be found. And ooh, 'cause you were not wrong. And ooh, 'cause we are not one. You've blown out the last ray and buried us in cold waves. I'm dancing in the mess you left behind. Now you don't know me, can't control or own me, but you're the one who's playing with my mind. Yeah. So I'm just dancing in the mess you left behind. Yeah. So I'm just dancing in the mess you left behind. You head for north, I'm south. Though you're gone, it feels like something's watching me. I turn my head around to see if the stalker is you, but all I see is rain. And ooh, 'cause you were right, left behind. You've blown out the last ray and buried us in cold waves. I'm dancing in the mess you left behind. Now you don't know me, can't control. You're the one who's playing with my mind. So I'm just dancing in the mess.
Oh, there we go. I got to hit the button. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Monday Mentoring. We're back. Oh, my God. I went jump from one meeting to another, and all the things that were supposed to happen didn't happen. So for those who are joining and you're a VIP, you're part of the VIP group, we've posted the link to the VIPs inside of the Elite Facebook group. If you still can't find your way into the VIP room, then message Kat Hocking. Kat Hocking, she'll be able to help you out. She'll check her inbox as well. It's the beginning of the year, guys. We've been in the back end cleaning so many things up that we forgot to turn the campaign back on before we started this morning. But if you don't have access, we'll get you in, because as always with Monday Mentoring, it's all about teaching you something first, and that's going to be on the replay, and then we'll head on over into the VIP room. But we've got a couple of people that worked their way into the room. Hey, hi VIPs, how are you? Good morning. Hey Sarah, hey Angela. So nice to see you both. I'm so excited to be back. Big smiles. But the rest of them will start working their way in. I know Deborah was messaging, asking how to get in to the VIP room. We've got Pat joining us out on the live stream. Yolanda's also joining us. Deborah Keeley is trying to get in, Kat. She's shot up a message there. How do I get in? Excellent. And we've got India. Hey, I'm still working, but I wanted to come and show up and support. Hey, awesome. So glad to see you here. So if you are brand new to the Sparkle world, then do us a favor and comment the word new so that I can recognize you. We love to recognize brand new sparklers hanging out who have never been to a live. And if you are somebody who always hangs out in the sparkle world, then you know what to do, baby. You drop a purple heart and a sparkle, or a sparkle, then a purple heart, because it means sparkle love. So drop that in the comments as well so we can see who's joining us today. Today we are talking about, Happy New Year to you, beautiful Dorothy. This morning we are talking about, lead magnets is our topic of the month. List growth is what we'll be talking about for the next 30 days. But today's all about how to choose a topic to grow your email list. I've got some really good news for those who are in our free bootcamp. We have a workshop for you today. We've even got countdown timers and everything, so you're going to get the doing done. So that's going to be awesome. But we're live streaming right now, and I want to deliver some great value to you. So let's do this. Now, as you all know, we always record our podcast during this session as well. I'm echoey. Oh, why am I echoey? Oh, thank you, Kat. Okay, is that better? That should be better now. Yeah, there we go. Got to turn that little sucker down. Thank you, Kat. That's good. That's better than I got through the recording and I couldn't use it. Thank you so much. Awesome. All right. I'm not really good at checking all my chats and things like that. Oh, awesome. Is it possible to put the link for the VIPs? Yes, there is. It's in the Sparkle Elite Facebook group, or you can go and message Kat Hocking. The reason why we don't put it out publicly, because we get Zoom bombers. That's right. I don't know if anyone's ever been in a Zoom session with Zoom bombers before, but they come on and they share all kinds of weird and wacky and really pornographic things. And and they can be very hard to control. So we don't share the link publicly, but we do in our private Sparkle spaces. So go if you are a Monday mentoring client, and also hang into the end because I've got some pretty exciting changes that are happening. We've just bought a heap of new domains. 2020 is the year of intention. That is my word of the 2022 is my year of intention, and we are intentionally cleaning up the crazy this year. But I'll share more about that at the end. We have Rachel says, I'm not sure how to get into the room. Okay, so Rachel is over on YouTube. Kat, if you could, Rachel, Kat is in Facebook, Kat Hocking. If you go to Facebook to the Facebook Sparkle Elite Facebook group, we have posted the link if you've requested access to join that room. Me bad. Kat, maybe do a broadcast, an email out to all of our peeps so that they can at least get the link as well. Kat's going to organise a broadcast email as well so that you can get in. It'll take her a few minutes, but we're here for 2 hours together, VIP. So just give Kat a moment. We're bad. Some people slept in, and I went back-to-back meetings. And I'm going to say, Angela, hi. Angela's in the VIP room. She knows, back-to-back. That's who I had. So I didn't have a lot of time to clean up a few things that we were supposed to do this morning. But it was totally worth it. We've got a few more VIPs jumping in now, which is good to see. All right, well, let's get into today's content. What's the name of the Facebook group? I think don't been accepted yet. Okay, it is the Sparkle Elites. Let me go and grab the link for you and actually pop it up on the screen. So Sparkle Elite, ELIT. I'll pop it up on the screen for everyone so that you can actually see it. That's probably make things a little easier for you. Where is my overlays window gone? Overlays, where are you hiding? There you are. All right, here we go. Little T for plus. Get this little guy, stick it in there, pop it like that, and go like that. There we go. That's the link you've got to go to if you head to Facebook. That is the direct link into the group. Why are you not going? Is it locked? No, it's not locked. There we go. Anyway, there you go. That's the link. Let's make it look a bit better. Let's put a background on it. Background. Let's make the background purple. Purple. The blurple side of purple, like so. Let's make the words a little smaller. There we go. Oh, now we're going to make it bigger. Come on. As Doc Rock would say, in that little guy. There we go. All right. So if you aren't in the Facebook group, then all you have to do is head there. If you are a Monday mentoring client, we're actually changing. We've just bought the domain name, which will be a little bit better. Tammy's a VIP. She can't get in either. All right. It's all going off for session number 1. Don't worry, babies. We got lots of time together. All right, let's get into today's content, and Kat will be in the background trying to sort out the shenanigans that's been happening this morning. We are getting a few of you joining us. Look at that. Look, here they come. They're all starting to come on into the room. So sorry, guys. Me bad. All right. Thank you, Kat. All right, so let's do this. Let's talk about today's content. Let's find it right here. Okie dokie. So, here we go. How do you choose a topic to even start growing your email list? Are you struggling to even think about, well, what should I share when it comes to trying to get people to click that button to give me their email address? So I've got a few handy hints and tips for you today on how you can go about trying to choose a topic when it comes to growing your email list. So you see, what we want to create is something what I always like to call a little mini close or a little yes. So think about a yes question. So for example, Are you struggling with sending emails out to your VIPs? Yes, because you forgot to turn the automation back on. Just joking. We struggled this morning trying to jump from one meeting to another and forgot to turn the automation on to let everyone know where we were supposed to be for the recording of this session. But think about it. What is something that somebody would say yes to? So number one is lead with a mini close or a yes question. Are you struggling with? Do you want help with? Would you like to watch this? Okay, so something that makes somebody say, yes, I need that thing. So that's tip number one, is the yes question, or I like to call them the little mini close. The next tip is think about what are the commonly asked questions that you get from your ideal client. So what are those things that you hear come up all the time and you feel like you're constantly repeating yourself because it's the same thing? So we have Sarah in the room. She potty trains her dogs. So I'm sure sleepless nights is something that they have, or, or it could be along the lines of you don't want to let your dog stay outside. So tips and tricks for having an inside dog, right? And potty training becomes part of that. So the second thing is write a list of problems or questions that you hear on a regular basis from your ideal clients. Another tip is think about when you're helping somebody, I'm sure you take them through a variety of different steps to get to the final results. So think about all of those steps that you would take them through and choose one, just one. Remember that your lead magnet needs to be a 5 to 10 minute consumable item. So that means that it doesn't have to be a 500-page manifesto. So what you want is for people to be able to consume the content really easy. So complete transformation isn't a 5 to 10 minute task. So think about from A to Z, what is a little step in the middle there that you can at least help them with a little tiny win along the way. So that's another tip on how to create a topic. Also, another one I like to think about is what are some uncommon questions that your ideal client should be asking but aren't? So those things that you know they should know or they need to know, but are usually distracted by the main questions. So for example, for us, people think, I need to be making a lot of money and have a lot of clients to start automating. Well, actually, if you automate at the very beginning of when you start running your business, it's going to save you so many headaches once you start scaling and growing and you've got less time to set up the systems. So not a lot of people think about setting up the systems right at the beginning. And so that would be something that we would talk about is why wait? Why not automate as soon as possible to save yourself so many headaches and so much stress when you then become busy and don't have the time to automate? So there's a few ways in which you can think about what topics to choose to get them to say yes. But those little mini yeses, they're fabulous. I always like to lead with a little mini yes, like that yes question at the very start of any of the copy that we write is that question. Are you feeling overwhelmed by all the tech? Is one that we like to use. So that's where I would start. So number one, little mini closes. Those little yes questions to start with. And then in regards to the topic, number two, what are all of the topics or the questions or the problems that you hear consistently from your clients. Number 3 is if your full course transformation program is A to Z, what's one little piece that you can pull out of that and use that to start growing your email list? And the third and final one is, what are some of those unasked things, the things they should know, but they don't even know that they don't know it yet or need to know it yet? So have a think about those when you're trying to decide on what topic to choose to grow your email list. But for those who are joining us in Business Building Made Easy, I've got some pretty exciting news for you. We have a complete project set up for you today. Or if you're joining us late, that's okay. And you're listening to this on the replay, if you are in List Growth Made Easy or you want to join List Growth Made Easy, head to listgrowthmadeeasy.com and come on in. We have a really awesome project aligned. Now, I am assuming that everybody has already kind of got the idea of who they want to sell or what they're thinking about selling. So you know me, I'm about action. So we're going to get right into an actionable task today, and we're going to decide exactly what your topic is. I've got countdown timers set up. Bring your pen and paper. Get ready for action taking, because today we will be choosing your topic. You will be walking away with that done. So our next lesson, you will be building your actual lead magnet. That's how fast we're getting action done. No fluffing around here inside the Sparkle world. It's all going to happen today. We're getting stuck straight in. No fluff in the first lesson, straight into action, baby, straight into action. So if you would like to join the List Growth Made Easy training, and I'm just going to say, this is the only chance you will get to come in, because I'm building the course live. So for anybody who has been through my challenges in the past, a lot of my challenges run but aren't actual courses. This is an actual course. So if you want to see what it's like to build a course live, I make lots of mistakes. There are lots of bloopers along the way, and you do have the opportunity to upgrade to a VIP where you get to come in and pick my brain at the end of the actual lesson, but it's totally free. We will be taking it down in 30 days, but I am building an actual course live, and this will be your one and only opportunity to actually be part of the live build process with me and be able to do a course that I'm building live. So over the last we've done 3 challenges in a row, and I've built 3 major courses since October last year. And each of those courses have now been taken down, and you can only get into the full program if you pay. So this is your last chance. We will not be building another course again until, well, I don't plan on building another course for a very long time in regards to a live build. We are revamping. This is the news I'm going to be sharing with you soon, but we're revamping the Sparkle world. I just feel like we need to renew, reset, and refresh. So head to listgrowthmadeeasy.com. Come join us. It's going to be so much fun. We've already had people doing their introduction posts. They've claimed their first badges today. You have a workbook that I'm hoping went out early this morning at 6 or 7 o'clock for you to print out and get ready for some action taking. It's going to be awesome, and I can't wait to share it with you. So there we go. That's today's content, and it was brought to you today by List Growth Made Easy. We've got our VIPs jumping on in, so bear with me, guys, because, you know, when we jump over to VIPs, I got to get all the sound and all the things in the right places so that I can see and hear you without everything going cray-cray. So all right, so let's try this. I've got to go to the VIPs beforehand, and it's been a while since I've had to head to the VIPs. Where is my scenes? Okay, here we go. VIPs. Here they are. And I need to come off mute so I can hear you. And I know that you can hear me, but also I need to make sure that goes into there. And then that comes out there. All right, who's going to be the first one to say good morning? Hello. Somebody needs to unmute so I can make sure I hear you. And I think I have everything in the right places.
Good morning.
Yay! Oh, yay. I'm streaming and I've chosen all the right buttons. All right.
To see everybody's faces again.
Yay, I've missed everybody so much. So let me know, Trisha, since you were the very first person to unmute, what's a key takeaway that you got just from this morning? So I know you're a founder, so you'll be able to do the full workshop today with us, but just from this morning's quick lesson.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be difficult. It can be the first step. What you're looking for and what you're putting out doesn't have to be, and going off of what questions you get asked all the time. That's a really good thing.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah. Excellent. And who else would like to share a takeaway with us? Don't be shy. You can raise your hands. It probably makes it a little easier to find you.
Deborah.
Hey, Deborah.
Hey, a good key takeaway is one section of your A to Z. What's one step I can do? So I've got like 3 steps I'm ready to get going with. Just watching your I've got my Canva worksheets ready to go. I want to provide it online and video. And really, those are just nice bite-sized pieces I can get rolled out as soon as I know how to get people pointed to my email list.
Yeah, well, we are going to be going through all of that with you. We've got like every lesson is doing something actionable, because we all know that we have something that we want to sell. The longer we leave it to grow that email list, the longer we wait to grow the email list, it could be potentially 5 other people on your list. Look, when I first started, I was teaching people how to hit the go live button because I was petrified of going live. I was so scared. I remember days, week at least, setting the camera up in the spare room, walking up to it. I could feel the sweat running down my back and the nerves coming up. And then one day I figured out how to overcome that. So I started teaching it to people and growing my list. I then got really good at team building in network marketing. And once I figured that out, I started teaching it. And then I lost 55 kilos on 5-2 fasting. So I started teaching it and growing my email list. Now, as you can imagine, all of those are different topics, but it's still me. It's still part of my story. Now, not everybody who bought my 5-2 course ended up coming across and buying any of my other programs, but some of them did. So know that as you grow and as your journey changes and maybe the thing that you offer changes, doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be perfect now. I have niched my niche so many times over the years, so many times. And it was just through fear of just doing. Just not fear of doing, just getting it out there, getting it done. All right, who else would like to share a key takeaway? I see, Jacqueline, you have your hand up, lovely. What would you like to share?
Sorry, I'm pushing the wrong thing for the unmute. What'd I do? I lost myself.
Yeah, I can hear you, darling. What was your key takeaway?
Well, I guess as a person that has a product to offer, I can't even remember. People used to ask me questions when I was doing face-to-face vending, but I can't remember anything now. Where do I start with that? I mean, I know it's I could go and look up some commonly asked questions on the internet, but I haven't ever had anybody to ask me to ask me anything other than where can I get your product. So,
okay, so have you sold any of your products?
Oh, I do.
Excellent. Interview your clients and ask them. And they'll give you questions. Yep. So just ask them questions like, why? Why did you purchase? What made you? What do you like? Those types of things will allow you to be able to get some of those questions. When you first bought the product, what was your biggest struggle? So interview your people.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Excellent. You're welcome. All right. And see how Jacqueline raised her hand? Down in the participants window, there should be a little more button, or I think it's in there, or it could be called reactions maybe now. Hit on the reactions button. Yep, Jacqueline's nodding. Hit on the reactions button and it allows you to raise your hand, and it makes it much easier for me to sort of see who wants to share or ask questions. So, let's move into, one more person to share a key takeaway from this morning. So who would like to share one more key takeaway? There's lots of you in here now. Yay, you're all starting to find your way in. And for those out there on the live stream, you can certainly ask questions during the live stream as well. What you need to do is you just need to hit or put a little Q in the chat box. So pop a little Q in the chat box, and we will be able to see your question come in and you can ask away. So let me just move that to make sure we've got no Qs coming in as well. We've got a few other Facebook user. Hello. Karen's also joining us. And I saw Karen just made her way into the VIP room. I'm going to call out and I don't know who unknown user is, so hopefully you've made your way in. All right, who else am I going to call? Teresa, what about you? What was the key takeaway from this morning?
Here I am.
Hi.
I am just now getting on. I just saw the link in my email that it was on an hour ago, and I'm just so mad at myself that I wasn't on there. So I'll have to catch the replay. But I got your notification for the VIP, so I jumped on. So it's like, okay, so now I know it's at 2:00 my time every day this week, right? The list building.
This isn't list building, so this is just my regular Monday mentoring session. So list building starts in an hour and a half from, 8:30, 9:30 to 2.5 hours from now is the list growth.
Okay, that's what was confusing then. Okay, because I have that one. I was ready. It'll be 6:00 my time. So this is Monday mentoring. Okay, so this is totally different then. All right. Well, good. I'm glad I'm trying to get into learning all the different things that are available.
Yeah. We've and so I guess that brings us, to a little bit of some of the changes that we're making inside of the Sparkle world. So as you can imagine, what we've done is we've grown a lot in the last 4 and a bit years. We've also niched. So I've been running this teaching people things online since 2015. I went full time in this business in 2017, and officially I quit my teaching job, teaching communication design and photography and art and all the things. I resigned from my very successful network marketing company because they wouldn't allow me to, people were working their way in through my marketing funnels and finding their way into the Sparkle world. And apparently if they found their way in through a marketing funnel and I found out they were part of that company, I had to refund them. They weren't even allowed to hire me. So I was like, well, that's just not good. And we had a few other problems as well. So I end up resigning from there and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go all in. And back in 2017, I decided to go all in on the 15th of September, all in for the Sparkle Class Academy. So back then, I had a very decent idea and we launched the Sparkle Elite Facebook group and membership program. I was already sort of teaching people things, but I decided, and I had a couple of one-on-one clients, but I decided, you know what, let's start a membership program. So come Christmas, I put an email out on Boxing Day and I said, I had an idea. If you want to join and become in my membership program for $14.95 a month, I promise that I will teach for 2 hours every single fortnight or every other week, so twice a month. First hour, I would teach something. Second hour would be Q&A time. So we got a few people joined, you know, you got more than two? You got a group. I can't remember exactly how many. I'd have to go back. It was definitely less than 100. It was probably around maybe half that. I would say maybe 30 or 40 people joined because it was $14.95 and they jumped in. We may have one or two of those still lingering around inside the community. So that's where it began. So I had this idea and I taught that first hour became a lesson, and eventually I started to see what people were interested in and the types of questions we were getting. And then we started to create courses from that, like little mini courses from those weekly teaching sessions. Then what we discovered was once I started doing lots of teaching live, literally it was sometimes a PowerPoint if I had time. Sometimes it was me and a whiteboard. That was it. And just the promise that I would teach something about, you know, design or any of the marketing skills and also recruiting skills that I had back then at the time because I just left network marketing. I also was running online events. Coming from the network marketing world, I was teaching how to sell on live stream. So this was back in 2015. I was in a hospital bed for the first 5 months of that business. But once I started selling on live streams. And we created a little mini course called to teach people how to sell. It was the 5-figure live challenge because I would always make more than $1,000 every time I went live. So we'd make anywhere between $1,000 to sort of $8,000 each live. Just depends on how many hours I stayed online. I was making about $1,000 an hour for every time I live streamed. So we created a program out of that. Then our marketing skills got better. I fell in love with automation. I went to a conference where somebody said to me, if you get Keep, back then it was called Infusionsoft, it will take the role of 4 staff members. And I was like, holy crap, sign me up now. I need staff and I don't have them. And that was the moment in 2017 that I fell in love with Keep. Within a couple of months, I was automating. Within 6 months, I became a certified partner and I just loved it. And I love complicated problems and streamlining them. And so we then started creating what we called at the time maps. And this was while the membership program was still growing. In 6 months, we went from $14.95 to $27, then $47, and then we went to $97, and then it became a $197 a month program, and we retired it at the end of last year. And we were adding a map every single month. Now, a map was just me teaching something, but I put a workbook with it instead. And what happened was I ended up creating 12 maps. So I think with maybe 16 maps in total, and some of them ended up dating, but I had 12 maps. So as people joined the membership program, they would automatically get a new map every month. But then eventually I had enough maps that to keep them in the program, they just had to request to unlock a map. So I didn't have to create content every month. I could spend my time serving those clients. So that was really the first sort of year or so in the business, so 2017 to 2018-19. Then we had all of this content and we decided to create the Sales and Marketing School. The Sales and Marketing School became a hybrid of the membership program. So we had lots of little trainings that when all put together really became a course. So the Sales and Marketing School was really just pulling out the pieces and putting them in the right order into the Sales and Marketing School. So we did that for another sort of 6 to 12 months in the Sales and Marketing School. And then what we found is in between, to help people take action, we were running 3-day boot camps. So what people would take 2 to 3 months to build inside the Sales and Marketing School, they could literally come in and build most of it in 3 days. The only thing they had to do when they left was to go and make a couple of videos to put on the landing pages, but everything else was built. We then popped them into the sales and marketing school to streamline it. So if anyone is inside the sales and marketing school, you will see that you follow click by click, right? You follow along the steps to implement. And that has, it's had a couple of revisions over the time. It used to be just a step by step, and then we broke it down into phases because we were finding people were sort of jumping all over the place. So we started to lock things off inside of the sales and marketing school so that we would get better results. During this time, we then launched the accelerator program. So for those people that wanted more hand holding and they wanted to jump, not just do the sales and marketing school, and where the accelerator program came from was we started inviting anybody in the elite program and in the sales and marketing school just to come and start hanging out with us inside of the Zoom room. So the team and a lot of clients were already doing that. So I thought, why don't we start charging for it? We're already helping people inside the Zoom room on and off all day. Why don't we actually, create a paid program for them to join the Zoom room and work alongside us and ask questions? So we launched the accelerator program at a mere $2,000 to spend 8 weeks with us, 5 days a week at the time it was, for anywhere between 8 and 14 hours a day. Most of the time, even longer, people were in that room. We then realized that sometimes, literally, I would be coaching 12 hours straight, back to back, one person after the other. People would come in, I was helping somebody else, they'd put their hand up in a queue and come back and see if it's their turn. And one day after, I was literally just coaching 12 hours straight. We learned a lot doing that. First off, $2,000 a head was not enough money. Not for the amount of time and effort I needed to then start hiring staff to do the things that I couldn't do any longer because I was helping and coaching all day long. So we slowly put the price up to for that program over the years. And with a lot of consultation with my mentors, the price that it landed at was still not enough. We turned it into a join at any time program. So we used to run it in cohorts and it was great. But we would have those back-to-back coaching days where literally 5 days a week I'd be coaching 12 hours a day and I wouldn't leave until everyone was looked after. And we then, a year and a half ago, we decided, why don't we just let people join anytime they wanted to, and we wouldn't run cohorts, so it would spread out the workload. It was okay, but with reflection, because people had so long inside the program, more than half of them weren't showing up. We would send emails, where are you? You've just spent, $9,000, where are you? And they weren't turning up in the program. So one thing our mentor said, well, when you start to calculate how much hours and time you're spending versus what people are putting in the game, we've decided we need to up the price because, one, it allows people to get a better transformation when there's more skin in the game and we start attracting better people. So it's been with a bit of a heavy heart, and we just had our team retreat last week. So we spent 3 days remapping, working out exactly what's going to happen moving forward with the sales and marketing school, with looking at the clients that have received the best results and what were the things that they did that made our most successful clients the most success. And there was two major things that they did that, one, grew their list fastest than any other, allowed them to get from cold to sold the fastest. There were two major standouts, which is running challenges, running mini trainings, boot camps, whatever you want to call them, because that was them showing up and teaching live, which grew that know, like, and trust factor the most. The other one, sales calls, talking to people, right? It's much easier for somebody to learn as most about you in the shortest amount of time, to say yes the quickest is in a sales call. And I've studied from some of the best sales coaches to learn the psychology behind sales. It's not sleazy, pushy, sleazy, or gross and all the things people think about sales. Money, sure, it might buy a television and things like that. But my husband always says, if you were to win $1 million, you'd spend it on ads. And that's true, because money allows me to attract more people, to transform more lives, and really make a huge impact in the world, and to hire staff to help me to do that. So money isn't about buying a mansion. We don't live in a mansion. As you all know, I still work in a shed, right? Because I would prefer to invest in spreading the message and helping people. So we are going to be retiring the sales and marketing school. Everybody who has access to it, you will have access to it for life. It is an invaluable resource. It is just a lot. If you've been in there, there is so many choices and options in there that people, if you come in and you attend Monday mentoring, if you're as awesome as Sarah, for example, you come in every single week and you ask a question, we can point you to the thing that you need to go to. But then we've also got other amazing people like David in the UK who was able to get through and implement the sales and marketing school without any help, but he didn't get distracted by all the shiny balls inside of the sales and marketing school. We've had clients join the sales and marketing school and they were able to unlock other trainings. Literally, it was like they set a timer on their phone to unlock different trainings inside every single month just so they could have it, but they weren't implementing anything. They were just wanting to unlock things to have all the things, but not doing anything. So we've decided to take all the shiny, crazy things and build, as we always say, build one bridge. So the new program, I'm not going to tell you a lot about it right now because we're still refining everything, but there is a pretty exciting program that will be coming later this year. So keep your eyes out. Don't worry if you have the sales and marketing school, you still have the sales and marketing school. You still have 12 months access to Monday mentoring, which came with the program. Nothing changes. If you want to get your hands on the sales and marketing school and get the Monday mentoring and, no, I'm not going to say anything just yet. Stay tuned. I've got some other news that I will share with you in the next week or so once I start to, but yes, we are going to retire it to stop shiny balls because at the moment, not at the moment, always to me is your transformation. You taking the right steps in the right order and not getting distracted. The Sales and Marketing School is amazing. It has a lot of things in there, but for people who find it really easy to stay focused without just having the course and unlocking extra programs for the sake of having them and not doing anything with them. So we've got some pretty exciting news about the new program. It will be absolutely amazing. We've figured out some crazy ass awesome strategies to make people actually finish and some really awesome incentives along the way. Give us time. We're refining, buying domains, setting up everything and making sure we're crystal clear. And there will be lots of different levels and things available. So it doesn't matter what, everything's a trade-off of time and money. There'll be different levels in which you can come in, whether or not you're at a DIY or all the sparkle. But yes, I saw Sarah put up a bit of a sad face there with the Sales and Marketing School being retired. When we looked at the work involved in trying to clean it up, it was actually better because people would be like, oh, but you've removed this and you have removed that and you've taken this and that away. Well, that's no good for those that wanted all of those things. So there's still access and it's still totally relevant. It's just we're creating, a more structured straight bridge program that's really going to stop the shiny ball people. Sarah's awesome because Sarah constantly comes in and says, what now? What next? And asks questions. So I just want to head over to the VIPs and say hi. And I guess get your thoughts on, I mean, I just shared most of the journey. I'm sure there's a lot more things I've missed out on that we've done. But how was that? A little bit of a journey through where the Sparkle world has come. So who would like to kind of share, I guess, a little bit of thoughts on what we just spoke about? Sarah, because you had the sad face. Tell us, how have you found the sales and marketing school?
It has been amazing for me. It has allowed me to have access to this information at a price point that I could afford. I have learned lots of amazing things, and I'm implementing lots of amazing things. And since you've been away for your Christmas break, I have a very long list of questions. But I will be interested and excited to see the new product that you're coming out with, because I have I joined last year in June, and I've done every product or challenge that you have introduced, and I learned so much from each one. So it's definitely been a worthwhile experience for me.
So glad to hear. And you're an action taker. I mean, you and Automation Baby, you good friends now. You are like, you excite me when you come in and show me all the new ideas and all the automation that you've set up. So yeah, you're amazing.
Well, wait till today's question. It'll blow your socks off.
Oh, anybody else would like to share? I'm not sure if there's any other sales and marketing students in the house. Probably not. But about the journey, really, did you see I had an idea and I just ran with it? I wasn't perfect. It was just an idea. And then I just asked and saw if anybody said, yeah, I put my hand up. I'll have a go at that $14.95 program. And I think that, honestly, I think there's still maybe a couple of those people still in there. But my niche has changed. I used to sell to handmade artists and lots of network marketers, and we definitely are not in that niche any longer. We are definitely in the niche where people want to help people. That's where we are. All right, so live Q&A. So we will be going dark in about 14 minutes. So we'll still be continuing. So don't go anywhere, and all the other VIPs make your way in. For those who have not yet joined, you can go to listgrowthmadeeasy.com. We're building a course live in there. And today's workshop will be about choosing your topic to create your lead magnet around. So I've got a really good project. So get your pen and paper out. I've got timers set and everything. I'm going to start a timer, finish a timer, and you're going to have it done. So let's head into Q&A. Inside of Zoom, you'll see there's a little hand raise button. So if you can raise your hand and we'll bring you in, I can see, I'm just going to scroll back and see. Dean says, please post the details for my lights. Yes, we have lights. We have lots of lights. I've even got like a little light up there hiding. One day I'm going to have a real office. I'm going to be a big girl with a real office. So they're Elgato lights. I should totally set up an Amazon store where everyone can go and click on my link to know all of my gear. I'm not actually using my good Sony ZV-E10 today, because it is going, it's actually not a bad temperature right now, but it's going to be really hot, and the ZV-E10 doesn't love the heat that much, and I can't risk my camera going dark and then so I'm just on the Logitech camera right now. It's still all right. It does the job, but I don't want to use my really good camera here in I call it my hot box. On the way out this morning, usually me and my bird, we sing, hi ho, it's off to work we go. And the bird sings it as well. This morning I sang, hi ho, it's off to the hot box I go. It is so hot in here. All right, so we've got a few questions coming in, and Kat's going through the submitted questions as well. Nicole says, I missed the training earlier. Is there a replay and where will I find it? I'm also in the UK, so the time difference won't let me join all the trainings live and I don't want to miss anything. So the training as part of Monday Mentoring, and I'm going to tell you we're changing the name of it because people get confused with the word Monday, because some people are in Monday and some people are in Tuesday and all of the things. We've bought the domain. We just have to redirect and set everything up. Is going to be called Mentoring with Sally. I didn't want to call it Mentoring with Sally because I do want to bring in special guests and all of that, but my team... my team outvoted me and said, it's going to be called Mentoring with Sally. Go and buy the domain. And I'm like, okay. So it's going to be calling Mentoring with Sally. I've just got to get used to saying it. And as a Mentoring with Sally club member, or Monday Mentoring, or Sparkle Clubhouse, see, very confusing. The replays will end up in your library. They will be on YouTube for a short period of time, but we do take them down, chop them up and edit them and create other content because, you know, they end up being an hour or more long. So if you get in within sort of 48 to 72 hours, you will be able to see this version before we edit and cut it down. But I'm so glad that you made it. I know how difficult the UK times are. We have UK clients. The only ones that are usually make it in are night owls or early morning people. And if we've got any other questions that have been submitted for Mentoring with Sally, which I've got to totally get used to saying. Oh, CUG, is she still here? Is she still here? Or did we lose her? I'm just looking around. Yay, she's here. CUG, share, because we did. So first off, CUG, share, how did we meet? And then I'll get you to share your story. Oh, can we hear you? Are you talking? Yep, can you talk? Oh, why can't I hear you? There, I have no sound. No sound. Can everybody else hear her or just not me? Nobody can hear you, CUG. Oh, no. Oh, very, very. Do you have headphones you could plug in or something so we can get your sound?
Let me see. I wasn't prepared.
Oh, okay. We can hear you now. Yes.
Okay.
So, share, how did you discover the Sparkle World?
Okay, so I enrolled in the Market Impact Academy, and Sally did a training there for automatization. So I watched the whole training and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that one day. I'm going to have everything automated. So I start following her, and I think I got her freebie that she offered during that training. I got that one. So that's how I got in her email list. So I will always, she was saying something, I would read it, I would watch it. I was, there. And then she sent something for a challenge, for a 30-day challenge with Amy Porterfield. And I signed up. And then I did the 30 days. And then she was offering her DCA card. And I won the scholarship. So I won. I was like, woo! So I put it in the group, celebrating. And Sally said, oh, congratulations. And I was like, you know what? It was thanks to you. You brought me here. She was like, really? Yes. So she put me in this group. And I was with her for 10 weeks. We were going step by step, doing the DCA program and all that. And she taught me a lot, I feel I couldn't have done it without her. She was amazing. So yeah, so far I was with, almost 0 people in my list. I was doing freebies and lead magnets and nothing was working. And then I decided to looking at her, how she will do her Canva challenge. I was following her. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a challenge. So I did it. I did a challenge. It just ended yesterday. I got 68 people in my email list in a month. It was just, I started, saying in December. So they enroll. I'm having a webinar tomorrow, Thursday and Saturday, and I'm going to teach my program. But so far, it's been good. I have like 25 people enrolled in my webinar. I know those numbers for some people doesn't sound that much, but for me, it's like, wow, I have like 68 people, 2 people end up in the Facebook group, which is a lot that they really went in it. And then that 24 people in the webinar is like a great conversion for me. So
that
I'm very
is
happy
an
with it.
awesome conversion. And
Yeah.
to get 68 and 60, normally that we get 40% who sign up into the group. So to get 60, that's amazing. So they really like you. and 25 signed up to your webinar. That's a good conversion too. So yeah, you got to keep us updated with, what happens at the end of the webinar and keep that momentum going. I've got goosebumps all over. Building it, measuring it, and then optimizing it. You've got it. You've got a proven pathway now, and this is what we teach. Those mini challenges do so much, and that's why
Mostly because of the connection.
exactly
The connection with the people get to know you and they start trusting you, and it makes a big difference with that.
Yeah. I'm so glad you followed through because we were talking about it lots through that 10 weeks. I'm like, just do a challenge. It's going to be amazing. And you just went out there and you implemented. And yeah, when you won the scholarship with Amy, and then I knew that you had kind of came in because of MIA, I was like, just come join us as well. So you are an inspiration, lady, being able to follow through, not just talk it, but actually do it, and imperfect action as well. Like you just put it out there. So sparkle hands for you. Everybody in the room, we need some sparkle hands, baby. Yeah. All right. Hang on. I don't even know. I don't really have the, that's not a very good sparkle hand. We'll do this one. Awesome. I love that. So I'm so proud of you. And this is the thing. When you take action, you take the advice, you listen, and you take lots of notes. But if you don't do the doing, what's the point? Like the transformation I see you guys getting when you take the advice and you implement, do the doing. I know we've got to get our head in the game, and we have money blocks and success blocks and imposter syndrome blocks. But feel those feels, feel the fear, and do it anyway. Because if nobody says yes, nothing changes. You're in exactly the same position that you were in before you began. But if one person says yes, well, one, it's going to validate what you do. And the second part is the world's your oyster now. You validated the offer and you can start scaling. And when I spoke about because I've been doing challenges since 2015, back when I was trying to recruit people in network marketing, I was running challenges to get people into network marketing. It doesn't matter what you call them. They're just mini trainings. But from those, then you can create courses. Like I was selling one-on-one services at the back end of that because I didn't have a course. And then I decided to build a membership, which allowed me to build up content to then turn into a course. So, I just find that way you don't have to spend years making a course and then putting it out there and it just doesn't sell, right? Why not validate it through challenges and taking on a few one-on-one clients and then potentially a membership or course? You could do either or at the other end. But from my experience and watching my clients and those that implement, Aileen never comes in. She's a prime example. She never comes into the VIP because she's one of our top level clients. So she gets a lot of one-on-one time with us. But she did the same thing, challenge. She did a book club, same thing. Every week they went through a section in a book and learnt together. And she already had a one-on-one coaching program. And I was like, come on, make a membership program. You've only got to get 2 people. Come on. And she's like, no, I need another 2 years. I'm like, can we just ask? And she ended up with 10 people saying yes to join her membership program, which I believe was $200 a month. It's not a bad little starting point. And now she's just had a brand new little baby, a sparkle baby. And now that membership program that she only has to turn up live once or twice a month in is sustaining her through her pregnancy. and through her, being able to spend time with her baby, that reoccurring revenue that you get in a membership program is fabulous. And it allowed her time to niche her niche as well, similar to what I did. So she helps people in the autoimmune industry, specifically people with MS. And when she started, it was she would follow a specialist, and she was kind of getting well known. And we created a whole marketing plan with a collaboration with somebody who's well known in the industry. We created this whole marketing plan and strategy around it. The collaboration people really loved our marketing plan and ended up running with it. But oh well, that happens. Shows that our marketing plans are awesome. But she went from helping this large anyone with autoimmune disease and MS and all of the things to do with sleep and exercise and food and, oils and all these other remedies and things that she's done over the years. And she finally realized through this is she loves food. And then she started thinking back over her life, and she actually started to learn how to be a chef and was doing these cooking courses. And she then realized that when we set her up and we showed her how to set up cameras and run live cooking classes in her kitchen, this was a couple of years ago before all the whole COVID thing and everything. So we've always been doing this for a long time. She's now niched to helping people with autoimmune disease, specifically with food and in the kitchen and food prep and all the right types of things. She's now known in the industry that she's now being asked to speak on large stages, and she got an invite to speak for this really huge person within the autoimmune MS field, and now they want her to do more work with them as well. And that was just through putting it out there and just going one step at a time. And it all started with a little book club. Pretty cool, right? And it was just through, and she's still running book club. I think she said to me the other day, it's starting to get a bit old. She wants some new freshness. So we'll probably this year, I believe, we'll write another mini training or challenge with her. But she ended up signing up with us for 3 years. That's how much she knows that we need to build, measure, and optimize. She's like, I can't let you go. And I said, well, we do have a 3-year plan. And she said yes to that. All right, we're about to go dark. I'm over time as always. Let me find my little screen here. So if you've really enjoyed today's session, we do this every single week except public holidays and 5 weeks off over Christmas. But otherwise, it's every single day. Now, every single Monday in America, Tuesday in Australia. If you go to Sparkle Class Academy, I've got the wrong thing open right now, but if you go to sparkleclassacademy.com/calendar, you will be able to see that there's calendar there on the page. It may not be in your time zone, but if you do click the little blue plus button at the very bottom, it's right next to the word Google. You click that little plus button, it will add it to your Google Calendar, and it'll just show up as an extra checkbox. It'll say Sparkle Class Academy live events. We put all of our live events in there. Some of them are student-only events and some of them are live, like this. But if you have that calendar on your own Google Calendar, you'll never miss another event, and it'll always show in your time zone. So for those people who may struggle to remember what time zone it is in, then go and add the calendar to your calendar. And also, if we move things or I get sick or another mentor has to step in, that is a calendar we continuously keep updated. So I'm literally live every day this week, especially for the List Growth Made Easy people. We're doing a community connection event tomorrow. So hopefully as many as you who are in list growth or in business building made easy will be able to come to the community connection. We're going to throw you into breakout rooms where you can all chat. Anyway, guys, as always, never let anyone dull your sparkle. And let me know in the chat box below your key takeaway as we sign on out. And I'm going dark with the VIPs. Oh, wrong place. everyone for joining us. Have a fabulous day. Never let anyone dull your sparkle. We'll see you next time. Bye.